The philosopher Aristotle said that humans have 5 senses. Those are hearing, sight, touch, taste, and smell. But many say that animals and pets may have a 6th sense. Did you know there are some signs from your pets to look out for which suggest you're in danger? From a cat who can predict people passing away to a dog who can spot cancer, and also a very scary reptilian animal which can spot a nuclear event. Find out how your pet could spot that you're in danger and you may just save your own life. I'm Charlie and today we're going to look at scary warning signs pets can give you. But before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. In the summer of 2007, a cat found fame worldwide. That's because the cat named Oscar was written about in the New England Journal of Medicine. It was claimed that Oscar the cat could spot when a patient was going to pass away. Somehow it had predicted hundreds of people passing away at a nursing home, and it was able to make these predictions just hours before the people passed away. Oscar had been adopted by the staff of Steerhouse Nursing and Rehabilitation Center in Providence, Rhode Island. He made the predictions by wandering around the patient's room. He would then sniff the patient and then sit down by her. Oscar would then purr while sitting next to the patient. The patient would then pass away and Oscar would leave. Now, this sounds like something from a horror movie, but the staff began using this to their advantage. When the staff cottoned onto Oscar's ability, they were able to alert the family of the patient Oscar had predicted would pass away. Most of the families would not mind Oscar being in the presence of their passing family member. However, some families did not want Oscar in the room at the time, so they shut him out. But whenever they would do that, Oscar would get very angry and start meowing and scratching at the door. Some people theorized that Oscar was cursed and was actually causing these people to pass away rather than predicting it. But the question that experts and laymen were all asking was, how does Oscar do it? Well, animal experts have put forward various theories. Many have said it may be to do with a specific smell produced by someone passing away. These people may emit a certain chemical which is not detectable by humans. However, Oscar may have a heightened sense of smell, so he's able to smell these chemicals. Another expert told BBC News that felines can sense sickness in their human and animal friends. And another animal expert named Jacqueline Pritchard said she was sure that Oscar was sensing a vital organ shutting down. But how would that explain Oscar sitting next to the patients before they pass away? Well, this is kind of macabre, but some say that Oscar may enjoy the comfort of the heated blankets placed next to the passing patients. But Oscar is not the only animal to ever spot danger. For example, in 2004, when a massive tsunami hit Sri Lanka, many animals predicted it and fled to safety. According to National Geographic, many elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. Dogs also refused to go outdoors, baffling their owners. Flamingos also abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and zookeepers could not get them to come back out. So if your pet is behaving in a strange way, then they may be sensing a natural disaster coming. Also, if you like a bit of danger when it comes to pets and you have a snake, then watch out for their every move. That is because some snakes can predict a nuke going off. That's right, you don't necessarily need gigantic radomes and radars to spot nukes going off. Some venomous snakes, for example pit vipers, can sense infrared. That's because pit vipers have what are known as pits. These are holes which can be found between the nostrils and the eyes. These are actually heat-seeking organs and they allow snakes to see in the infrared. This allows them to hunt at night, but it also allows them to see infrared radiation emitted from nukes. So if your pet snake is freaking out one day, then a nuke may be inbound. Dogs can also spot things like seizures. For example, on the 7th of November 2007, a 7-year-old girl was having a seizure. Maya Peters suffered a life-threatening seizure one day. No one was in the room with her at the time except their family dog, Jack. Jack was able to sense her seizure and then alerted Maya's mom, Michelle. Jack knew something was wrong, so he ran up to Michelle and began barking and screaming in a crazy manner. Michelle was able to call an ambulance and thankfully Maya survived. But if Jack didn't sense what was happening, then Maya would not have lived. But if you think that's amazing, then get ready to hear this. Many experts actually claim that dogs can spot signs of cancer. In the winter of 2011, Emily Clark was on her laptop. That was when her dog Mia jumped on her lap and began muzzling the flesh on top of her left chest. She was closing her eyes and muzzling furiously. Emily tried to push her away, but her dog kept nuzzling her. This made Emily quite worried, so the following morning she visited her GP. She asked for an ultrasound and it turned out she had cancer, and it was right in the left side of her chest, just as her dog Mia predicted. She was quite embarrassed to say it, but she actually admitted to her GP that she came in because of her dog's actions. She thought her doctor would say you're crazy, but no. Instead, her doctor was not skeptical at all, as they'd heard it all before. According to many doctors, they have people come in all the time and it turns out their dog has predicted they have cancer. Thankfully, Emily was able to be cured, and it's all thanks to her dog, Mia. She was only 24 at the time, so she never imagined that would be the case. So if you ever see your dog doing this, then take note, as it could be a big warning sign. But now it's time to make your opinion heard. What pet do you have? Vote in the poll in the top right corner. If you want some more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.